Coming in dead last, we got the Woodstock Express. And this ride, it's kind of scary, especially if you sit in the back. You get some insane airtime. Man, this thing has some crazy-ass turns. It is intense. I would definitely not ride this for your first ride today because it is intense and it will scare you. So please start with like Talon or Steel Force or something because this is one intense ride. All jokes aside, this is just a kiddie ride that if you're older than like 5, you should probably just skip. Next, please. Alright, next up we got the Mild Mouse, and man, these rides are everywhere. My God, these rides are more common than seeing a squirrel in your backyard. I mean, man, these things are everywhere. But yeah, this Wild Mouse no different than other ones I mentioned in my past videos. If you want to watch my past videos, go to my YouTube channel, guys. What are you doing on this video if you didn't watch my last video? Come on now. But yeah, these rides are just fucking stupid. I mean, that's all I gotta say. They're dumb rides. I mean, they could put something unique in here, but instead they just put a Wild Mouse, and these rides are just little hills, big turns, little hills, big turns, nothing special. Teeny tiny weeny little bit of airtime. Nothing too great about these, except for when it ends. That's about it. But yeah, no seriousness, ride anything else at the park than this. Man, this ride is coming in at number 5. We got the Thunderhawk, and man, this thing was built in the 1920s. And this ride, honestly, is not too bad for it being as old as it is. I mean, I figured I'd have a few broken bones and a couple punctured lungs after getting off of this ride as old as it is. But it ain't that bad. I mean, it's got some decent airtime. It gets through that forest nice and good. I mean, this is just a quality ride. It's about 1,000 years old. I mean, I'm pretty sure the dinosaurs were alive when this thing was being built. But it ain't too bad. I mean, I would definitely ride it. It's not extremely rough. So yeah, it's not good, not bad, decent ride. Next, please. Alright, next up we got Possess. And man, you basically gotta be possessed to ride this ride because man, it is a wicked ride, I'll say that. It used to be called Voodoo or something like that, I think, and then they changed it to Possessed. Which, I mean, it's a lazy ride, let's be real. I mean, this ride is exactly the same as the Wicked Twister at Cedar Point. I mean, it's just what I like to call a lazy ride. They could have put something so much better in here, but instead they went with the lazy route and put on a ride like this. I mean, it ain't bad, but it just ain't good. I mean, it's just not creative. And yeah, there's nothing really to go, woohoo, let's go and Possess. You know what I mean? Alright, next up we got Hydra the Revenge. And this ride is absolutely fantastic. I mean, this and the next 2 rides, I felt like all could have been number 1. They were all so close on my list. Like, man, it was tough for me to decide between what was number 1. But man, this ride is crazy. And by the way, dragons, they like to go, grr, 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 grr. And free-headed dragons, they like to grr even more than one dragon. So, grr! But yeah, this ride, it's pretty fun. It's really low to the ground. I like it a lot. Yeah, it's a good ride. I mean, This I was really thinking about putting this at 2 or 1, but man, I just had to make cuts somewhere, and this was number 3. I mean, this is a good ride, though. Definitely ride it. It's a whole lot of fun. It's one of the reasons you should definitely come to Dorney Park because it is a good ride. I mean, it's far from bad, and it's that first twist is just absolutely insane how slow you're going. Like, it just makes it so much more fun. Alright, next up, we got Steel Force coming in at 2nd, and man, this ride is pretty freaking good. I mean, this ride ain't bad. It really reminds me a lot of Magnum XL 200 at Cedar Point, except this ride has good restraints, and this ride runs well. Magnum, this is what Magnum could be like if they took advice from Dorney Park, because, man, this ride is very good. You get so much airtime in those seats. Like, this ride, you go over the wire, you go for a couple tunnels. Like, this ride is just absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I like this ride a lot. I mean, it's just a really good ride. I mean, it's got some nice hills, got some nice turns over the ground. Like, it is just a whole lot of fun. If you go to Dorney Park, this is a must ride. Like, if you drive the whole way to Dorney Park and don't ride the Steel Force, like, what was the point of even coming? Like, let's be real. Why'd you even come to Dorney? I'm not a big fan of, like, how slow you go on this brake run right here, but, I mean, it's all right. It doesn't really damage the ride too much, but, man, this is just a fun ride. Really good ride. It's really far to the back of the park, so you're going to have to hike to get to it. But overall, it's just a good ride. You got a lot of hills. I mean, it's just very smooth. And, yeah, this is a great ride. I mean, I love it. Alright, coming in at numero 1, we got Talon, the grip of Fear. This ride is absolutely fantastic. I love it. I like it more than the Great Bear. I mean, this ride is just, it just feels better than the Great Bear. I can't quite put a finger on why I like it better than the Great Bear. I think I might like the transitions a little bit more. But man, this ride is just absolute bonkers. This ride is fantastic. If you go to Dorney Park, you absolutely have to ride this ride. It's the closest ride to the gate. It is absolutely fantastic. This was, I mean, it beat Steel Force and Hydra by a little bit, not a lot. But it was definitely number one for me. I mean, I definitely didn't have to think too hard about what number one was after I thought about it for a little bit. And thanks for watching, guys.